And start recording. Alright. A place forbidden. Is that a Nokia? It is. Extras. Prologue. Setting. Keyboard. Right. Everything seems like resolution. I'll leave it at that. I have higher pixels on my screen, but as long as it's full screen, I don't really care what the resolution is. I don't need to see every pixel of every little detail. Good enough, 60. I like how they have the volume already at 50% for the master. That's great. Most games have everything 100 and make you choose it. Let me actually raise it. How does that sound for you guys? Well, that still seems decent. Title music by Pukazilla. Pukazilla, nice. Well, I suppose we should start. Oh, chair? I definitely didn't fall asleep in this chair. What is that on the ground? What is this, a book for ants? Can I, like, crouch? I don't know, okay, that. Ooh, okay, it's snowing outside, there's whatever that is, some trees. Pretty depressing. Oh, is it that isn't that snake called the Ouroboros? There's a camera watching me too. That's empty. That actually has stuff. Is there gonna be a puzzle based on this? Have the ones that are open be the ones I get? Those two are the lowest. I think. Light switch, plug. Nice painting. Oh, also, let me close the poll. Interesting. Big fire, giant smoke. Is that rain? Is it some kind of smog that scarred the land? What did it look like outside? Is that here? Alright. Visitors. Yentil Krillman, April 9th, 1886. Mason Thompson, January 5th, 1881. Linonel Hess, September 19. Ella Batia, April 26th, 1916. Samuel D. Eliot, May 1st, 1790. Alice Chin, October 30th, 1830. Hans Groening, February 5th, 1956. And Bernard White, blank, and then V. Greetings, visitors. You're more than welcome to sign your name and the date of your visit in this guest book. Once you've done that, we welcome you to explore the library to your heart's content, so long as it isn't after closing. Once you've had your fill, please let yourself out. You'll find the key to the front door on one of the desks in the study. Interesting. How do I turn the page? Do I just... I'm assuming I close? Let's try our settings. Nothing. Doesn't seem like a very fair fight. Oh, that's the skeleton with like the multiple arms and swords versus the knight. That also is one of the things people will say is Slenderman. People use that as a reference of how old Slenderman is, like saying, oh, it's probably him. Alright, a lot of books. File cabinets. Can't see a thing. Who knew it could get this dark out? Hmm. There's computers at least. Doesn't look like it's plugged in. It is not. Unresponsive. Oh, the mouse is on the ground too. Dead. Hmm. Those are different color. Should I check the other room again? Is there anything else in here like that? Handle turns, but I can't open it. There is indeed a camera watching me, and it is following me. How does that game mechanic work? How do you make an object that will follow the player around? Last I remember, I was sitting at home reading a letter from an old friend. But it's a strange thing, now I can't remember what it was about or who it was that sent it. Interesting. I also don't remember putting anything in my pocket, but I feel something. In? You should really clean this place up, don't lose the trash. Room 2. This room makes me wish I had someone to vent to. I think I'm cracking under the strain. I had the strangest inclination to walk straight into a wall. There's a secret path in the dark. Art can be really illuminating. Doesn't look much better than I feel. Damn it, this character is depressed. Welcome message. Greeting visitors. We'd like to take a moment to tell you about our wonderful library. The Library of Ouroboros is a state-of-the-art facility designed to replicate the rural charm found in many older buildings, without the associated risk such buildings are known to accumulate. The building might seem like a strange sight amongst Wall Street's many towering skyscrapers, but we believe this dichotomy will be what sets us apart. We're glad that you've decided to give us a chance and hope that our stock of books will appeal to you. Obviously, our collection of information isn't so vast as to encapsulate the whole of the internet, but we hope that the charming aesthetic design of our library will help you escape the hustle and bustle of New York life. If you hear any strange footsteps, don't worry, there may still be construction going on above or below you. Oh, Proxa, welcome in. Hello. Welcome in, Proxa. Welcome to the Library of Ouroboros. It's a game I have not played or heard of, but it looked fun on Steam and I clicked it. Ooh, there's a note. The tick fills up on blood, a pustule pulses on a dead dog's eye. Like these your head shall burst, like these your head shall burst. Well, it hasn't bursted yet. Oh, hello? Is there a phone in here? Oh, do I have to go around? I'm so slow. I haven't gotta check everything. I didn't check every book. I'm walking past so much stuff. Hello?
Hello. Welcome to the Library of Ouroboros. We're glad that you've decided to visit our humble institution. Hopefully, you'll find what it is you're looking for. Please be informed that the library is closing. Since most of our staff are currently away, please lock the door on the way out. We hope you've enjoyed your visit.
Oh, there's the key. Thanks for visiting the Library of Ouroboros. Thanks for visiting the Library of Ouroboros. Thanks for visiting the Library of Ouroboros. Thanks for coming. You can go now. But what if I don't want to? There's so much stuff I didn't get a look at. Whose notebooks are these? What is this? Ouroboros, a circular symbol, the snake swallowing its tail, a representation of the endless cycle of death and rebirth, of wholeness, the infinite, and a certain kind of cloying meaninglessness. Never put much stock in mysticism, but in this place it's pasted all over the goddamn walls. Tough to avoid that. Last I remember, I was on some occult website sitting on the farthest end of the internet, past the places that normally dissuade the less curious. Had just a little too much time on my hands. I remember falling asleep. Now I'm here. The recording said that this place is the library of Ouroboros. Remember reading something about that, but not what or where. If you're reading this, keep an eye out. Something isn't right. V. Oh, that's the last person who was here before us. Weird, almost all the words are crossed out. Pages are stuck together. Can't open this further. Clean up, begin your fruitless task. Clean the library. Ooh, a long list of books and the dates they were checked out. Funny, none of them have the year listed, only once in a date. A days. Burnt out, nothing happens when I press the buttons. Talk about a blast from the past, all the phone numbers are 3 digits too short. Oh wow. Huh. Is there any more trash to clean? Or is that it? Oh. Oh, there is. Let me just chuck this over there. Huh. I can't grab those. Well, that's all the trash I have. Unless this counts as new trash. Oh. I don't know if I want to go through there yet. I haven't seen everything. I haven't touched everything. Oh, hey, this one's not working. There's a handprint on it, though. Hang on. There's no... Are there? Oh, these have handprints, too. Broken. Interesting. What about... in? Let me press every button. Oh, I do have a flashlight. Okay, F for flashlight. Before I go in there, what if we touch this door? Interesting. Does not open. That is also locked. I did try it, right? Let me try it again. Feels a little warm to the touch. Interesting. Okay, light on. Let us go. Oh, it's boarded up. This can't be right. Oh.
Hello. We'd like to inform you that the library is now closed. Note that it is unlawful to remain on the premises after closing. This is your one and only warning.
Huh. So I'm trapped here, you say? I don't know the code yet. Interesting. Unless, would it be? I don't know. It could be the file cabinet. Oh, in the library, very early in my professorship, a student came to my office one spring afternoon with a stack of papers in her arms. She'd said she'd been having strange dreams of a place stretching forward and backwards into infinity. Dreams of hallways splitting into hallways, dreams of being lost in the intricate guts of some gigantic place that could not possibly exist. On the papers were crude sketches. She was no artist, she said, but something about the dream had left such a vivid impression on her that putting what was in her brain to the page seemed her only option. She was clearly distressed when I gently suggested she visit the university psychologist rather than the resident ancient history professor. She violently shook her head, asking if I knew anything about something called an Ouroboros library, or perhaps a library of Ouroboros. It wasn't entirely clear. I told her the common knowledge about the symbol taken from the Egyptians by the Greeks, and from the Greeks by the medieval Europeans, a sign of an alchemy, of death and rebirth, and so forth. The student continued to shake her head all through my explanation until she suddenly cut me off. Huh. Those are too old, she said. The place for my dream was modern. There was electricity, computers, but everything seemed ancient, and stank of old dust and damp wood, and something else. Please don't you know of anything in the recent times that may have stemmed from that idea? Also, let me grab my shirt. I don't want to lean about against my chair too much with my shirt off. I only had it off for a little bit because it's hot. Shirt reacquired. Alright. Hmm. Anything. Confess I hadn't, especially considering the size and the many niches of the modern world. She left without another word, leaving her drawings behind. Something about the conversation shook me. I looked through the crude drawings made in a shaky hand and saw in the familiar shapes and designs an odd air of ominousness, like looking at the facade of a dark building and hearing the slightest scratching of things that shouldn't be just behind the stones. All very juvenile thoughts, and yet when I went home that evening, I brought the drawings. I couldn't help but want to look more into what we discussed, into that library of Ouroboros. Interesting. Which was largely fruitless. I found many sites and articles on alchemy, the symbol itself, or the public library in Ouroboros County, which was located somewhere in rural Wisconsin. But as an hour crept past midnight, I found something the slightest scratch of information at the bottom of a rabbit hole, a series of links. I will not repeat the website's domain or my steps into arrive there, for fear that someone might try to replicate what I did, but I will repeat what I found, because just as that student couldn't get the ideas out of her, from her head without drawing, find I can't think of anything else, waking or sleeping. I hope this will help. The Library of Ouroboros, a kind of walking nightmare, arrived upon by those too curious for their own good. Rich in black secrets, rich in dark ideas, lost to time, rich in languages from dead races or on other planets. The fortunate die, the truly lucky, or perhaps the most unfortunate of all, become tenders for all time, knowing far more than any living being could ever hope to learn, without becoming a permanent, perpetually screaming stain on the face of space, time forever. None have left it unscathed. There are forbidden tomes that would prevent you from breathing should you merely touch them, and the tenders are beyond sanity, and jealousy keep their terrible secrets. You've searched enough. This is your final warning. That night I slept fitfully, my dreams beset by images of a dark, dusty place, eerie for its supposed normalcy. See, I could almost feel things passing by just beneath the floorboards within the walls, watching me. Every exit led to another room, nearly the same as the one before it, and out the windows I only saw black. My dreams have been consistently disturbed since that night, so much so that it is hard for me to teach, so heavily preoccupied is my waking mind. I hope this writing will be enough to put my mind at ease. Hmm. One last thing. I've since tried to find the student who first contacted me to tell her what I learned. My hope was that I might be able to put her mind at ease, or at least commiserate with her, but I haven't been able to find her. In fact, since the day she visited my office, her roommates haven't seen her, nor anyone else. I fear I might be next. Interesting. Okay. Definitely Lovecraftian. Equal parts smudge and illegible. Computer there instead. Oh, what was that noise? Ooh. The note is largely obscured by blood. You can make out only a handful of words. And one of the dustier books fell apart in my hands. There were these arcane scribbles. Feels, after I threw it away, still not quite right, like something's watching. Hmm. Okay. In Interesting. Too smudge to be legible. This wall looks burnt. Or rotten. Bolted in pretty tight, don't see myself tearing this out of the wall barehanded anytime soon. Hmm. Interesting. Huh. Not plugged in, still sparking. Um, should I have gone to say hi first? A kind of slumber. I've been driving for miles and miles and miles. It's night. I'm tired, so tired. Been on the road for what feels like days. Don't like this constant moving, never have. But it wasn't this bad when I was younger. Could sleep in the car while my parents drove. Now I don't have anybody to drive me. Two of them got too caught up in some of the darker parts of our world, a black library. By our old house. They went in, never came out. They're why I can't sleep. Their book was what I learned without trying as I opened the dusty thing. Sitting disused as I clean out what remained of the attic. Didn't even mean to, and yet here we are. There have been no other cars for the hours. This dark stretch of road, my truck all I've known, as I drive along a halo of red and blue neon forms in my windshield. A bastion in the dark, a tiny diner. I'm not hungry, I'm not thirsty, just tired. But all the same as I take the exit as it comes up, pulling into the parking lot between a beat-up jalopy and a truck that looks a lot like mine. Hardly feel the cold outside. I hardly feel anything. It's like being trapped in somebody else's body, and things don't feel like they fit right on my muscles anymore. The diner's just as cold as outdoors and hardly more inviting. The distressed red pleather of a bunch of booths that should have been trashed years ago. Dirty tables, floors buffed into a mockery of cleanliness. Empty but for a man in a heavy coat in one corner and a waitress in the other. The man is standing, the waitress is also standing. They look like prize fighters about to square off, or they would if they were looking at each other. Instead, I can't see what the man's face for his collar and hat, and the woman is looking at me. Seat, sir? I nod. Rough weather out, she says, trying to smile as I take my seat. I can tell I look terrible. Do you know a place where I can get some shut-eye? I almost ask with almost without realizing it. I can't sleep, but maybe I can still try. Not a motel for miles. You can sleep at your table if you want, though. You don't even have to order anything. Thank you. I set my head down on the table and my eyes don't shut. That black knowledge slithered its way from those stained pages and into my brain, and now it grips my eyelids, forcing them wide, the diner sideways. I'm like this for a few minutes, then there's someone else standing sideways in front of me. That man that in that coat, his face is a dark red mass. Sleep deprivation. Tired, buddy? I nod. The table is cold against my numb face. I think we can help each other. He reaches toward my face, laying a hand upon my cheek. There's a flicker of feeling, of warmth that cuts through the fog that swallowed up my head for days. As he withdraws his hand, I see a strip of ragged flesh in it, which he brings to his face. When he lifts his hand again, the flesh is gone. Thanks, buddy. May I take the rest? I nod. The table is cold against my face, and as I finish nodding, he turns my head roughly and grabs at it, pulling away another strip of red. There's feeling. The tiredness becomes more pronounced. He doesn't ask anymore, just takes. Each time his hand comes down, a little part of me leaves. But at that point, I don't much care. Take it all. I'd like to rest. The table has turned red like the seats around us. Time passes, feelings gone. Sleep. The man in the coat takes down his collar, and I see my face looking down at me, tired. He reaches down into my pocket, fishes out my keys. Rest easy, buddy, he says, and something else that I don't hear. He's gone. It all is. Oh, well, that's something. Maybe should we take care of this trash? I don't know. I'm not quite sure what to think of this yet. Oh! Oh wait, there's a path. There's rocks over there. I haven't seen over there before. The window's locked, but it gives a little when I push on it. I need some way to remove the padlock. Tara, welcome in. We are playing A Place Forbidden. It is like some creepy puzzle thing. Jork it now. No, I'm in the middle of streaming. Did I accidentally just toss that paper away? Oh, there it is. Vanny needs you to do it now, or she's bet. You know what? I could. There's no camera. There's nothing to stop me. Is that a door handle on the floor? That is a door handle on the floor. What the hell? This game has a lot of reading. A lot of reading in it. Oh, there's one more. Maybe I get something if I keep throwing these papers away. I got one achievement. I don't know if there's more. It does? I'm wearing pants. I don't know. I can't get my headset down there to do it. Did that work out? I had to take my headset off and hold it down there with one hand. Whatever. I'm getting back to this. What was I doing again? Did I read this already? The Minister's Doom, Act 3, Scene 2. Bernice enters, followed closely by the librarian. Bernice is breathless, looking both exasperated and slightly excited. The librarian's expression is unreadable, as per usual. Bernice, but my husband will find out about us. He won't stay out forever. The librarian. I wouldn't be so sure, my dear. But shall we retire to the living room if we're to speak of such unpleasantness as your husband? Bernice's face breaks suddenly into a grin. She grabs the librarian's hand, taking him onto the couch beside her. Fine, then. If you're to stay, I want to hear some of those secrets you keep talking about. You can't play me for the fool forever. I would never claim to do such a thing, my dear. Would you care to hear about how I can stop a human heart with but a word? Bernice, goodness, that sounds dangerous. It most certainly is. I wish to hear it. Then of course you shall. Oh, I see. He leans close to Bernice, who closes her eyes as if expecting a kiss, but the librarian leans past her, whispering something in her ear. Bernice's eyes open wide. She gives a single jerk, a strangled groan, and goes limp, sliding off the couch. Too curious for her own good. Interesting. He stands, reaching into one of his pockets to withdraw a single black case containing Bernice's wedding ring. Taking a curious look around the living room, the librarian eventually focuses on a single point on the opposite side. The librarian crosses the floor, leaves his item, and turns to leave. As he does so, the scene darkens, leaving only a single spotlight to illuminate the stage. It is fixed on the small black case which the librarian had decided to leave sitting atop the Mr.'s writing desk. Is that it? Mm, okay, yeah. His writing desk. Is that brick? That is brick now. Huh. Okay, I gotta keep an eye. Can I read this yet? Wait, I have a screwdriver now. Hang on. Picked up forbidden knowledge. Find a piece of that which will seal your fate. Oh. Uh-oh. Well, we haven't gone into this room yet. Hmm. Why is that brick? Interesting. I don't remember seeing that path before, though. Hmm. Okay, where do I go from here? Oh wait, there's this. What would the code be? Okay, I don't know where paper would be to know what the code is. Hello? Interesting. What numbers have we seen around here? That's what I'm wondering. This is the only one I remember. Wait. Oh, this is different. Hang on. I can't help but feel as if I stand before the principle of something terrible of reality. Left one room only to come right back into it. Shame there's no place to go but straight ahead. I've hidden a few tools in this room in case the path ahead isn't what I hope it is. If they're not here anymore, then good news. The path ahead, at least immediately, is probably safe. Zero chance of any hostile entities. If they're still here though, well, I hope they're useful to you. You're going to need all the help you can get. Once again. We need to get this off. Something to remove the padlock, but there's another padlock over there we haven't gone off to see what's in the box. How would I figure this puzzle out? There's only one thing I read that had numbers on it. Let me go back to that then, I guess. How many? We need 4. Hang on, wait. Three, 2... Hmm. I only see 3 and 2. Interesting. Let me look up a hint. Huh. Oh. Well, that gave me an achievement. Interesting. See, I heard that, like, I see the code, but I don't know where they get the code. So it shows them over here. 3, 2, do, do, do. Like, there's no numbers here to know what you need.
chances. Ample warning. You proceed, we threaten. Continue on your current path, and they will find nothing left of your head. We swear it. For the last and final time, go back from whence you came.
I'm trying. I don't know how to get out, buddy. Yeah, there's something around here. Hmm. Where do you work out? At the library? Hmm. Got it. Nice. Oh. Oh. Uh-oh. Something about this room is even worse than the last ones. Before there might have been an odd feeling in the air, a certain untraceable scent, but it at least felt like somewhere people had been. Here? Something's definitely wrong. I can hear something deeper in this room, barely perceptible, crying out in pain. Here goes nothing. Interesting. Sorry, I was trying to look up the help I was keeping, because if I can't find something out, I'm gonna look it up. There's no way I'm in the same library I was in earlier, right? This room's messed. Oh my god. It's red too. Hmm. Let us turn the lights off. The Minister's Doom, Act 4, Scene 3. Open atop the roof of the Minister's estate. The Minister lies against the statue of a lion, splattered with his blood. A saber hilt protrudes from a gaping wound into his chest. The librarian stands over him, triumphant. And so you finally cease your pathetic writhing. The Minister spits up blood. Are you here to taunt me, or to end this charade? Go on, you've ruined my life. Destroy all I loved, sever what remains, damn you. Come now, mister, is there any need for this melodrama? Kill me, damn you, kill me. Are you pleading mercy, I wonder, or trying to salvage the last of your pride? It doesn't matter, your reasoning's flawed. What are you? He doubles over, his words lost in a bloody coughing fit. Consider it, your ties to this world are severed, all earthly connections gone. Had I wanted to kill you, I could have simply stepped into your estate and placed that saber between your shoulder blades. Yet even now you still breathe. Your wound's non-lethal. Or I should say, non-lethal enough for our sake. Our? What the devil are you talking about? Forgive me, mister, but I'm afraid I've misled you. You see, this was never about vengeance. When I met you on your return from the City Hall those 3 weeks ago, it was only a few hours after my first visit to the city. Uh, what? Then that tale about the library that I put out of business? A very flimsy lie. I'm afraid I'm quite amazed you didn't see through it. Oh, and since the truth is coming out in the open, it should be said that the odds were insurmountable from the start. You were never just fighting an individual. I knew it. That maid will hang. The maid? That maid is dead already. A half-hearted turncoat is of no use to me. Actually, that is exactly the truth that should come out, Minister. For you see, there's no such thing as a me. Never was. There's only us. The minister is silent, his mouth hanging open in shocked awe. A madman. Wrong, my friend. Neither mad nor a man. Nor are we here, as you so delightfully put it, to sever you. Quite the contrary. In fact, we want you to join us. The librarian steps closer. We are always in need of fresh, strong minds. Your impeccable business sense and your knack for keeping it from you ever sullying your spotless, smiling public face has proven that you have exactly that. My God, get back! Your God is dead, or asleep, or else he is somewhere out of hearing, or else he does not listen at all. No, no, Minister, my friend, you cannot choose between him and us. The only choice is to come to us willingly, or for us to take you. The minister's hand darts into his coat. Past the saber in a flash, he withdraws a flintlock pistol. I make my own opinions. The minister fires straight at the librarian's heart, a perfect shot at zero range. But when the smoke finally clears, the librarian still stands. Casually, he reaches up to brush the pistol shot from his overcoat. Regrettably, it seems you've forfeited your right to choose. The scene darkens as the minister gives a strangled, agonized scream. When the light returns, the minister stands alone. It is only him, the saber, and the blood-stained lion. Get comfortable, Minister. We'll be spending a lot of time together. Huh. Quite the Thespian, aren't you? I got another achievement for that. Nice. Something in the dark? There is. Huh. Nice. Can I have a candle? I probably shouldn't be going towards the noise. Oh. It's a lot of cameras. Well, what would have happened if I went the other way? Hang on. Hang on. No, 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 no. We're going back. Hang on. Wrong turn. Oh, okay. My instincts were right. Alright, let's see what the big book is. On the failures, word has it that those who pass the librarian's bleak test are granted knowledge beyond the ken of any other. But you want to know about those who failed. Each fate is miserable as the next, but very well. Some few are allowed to retain their sentience, but lose all mobility. Their spirits are torn from their bodies. With the latter being cast away, the librarian takes these spirits and compresses them. That's right, those tomes you have been seeing lining this place, those books you've ignored. Many of them were once like you, poor fools lost in a foreign place. Then there are the husked, shambling bodies that move without direction through the library's infinite halls, searching for heads that have long since been taken from them. Are their souls still here, locked away in some dark forgotten keep? Potentially, but they will search fruitlessly and forever. These fates are equally terrible, forever trapped in place, forever cursed to wander. But there is one worse than both. Especially poignant failures, those that attract the librarian's knowledge but fail in the end, are given especially poignant punishments. Some say that in the library's deepest depths the walls shudder and shake and pulse with life that should have died long ago, and some say that these walls are formed of those promising few who could not prove themselves. Is there any egress from this place, in death or otherwise? Perhaps, perhaps not, but I'll certainly never see it. Interesting. What is that? These look like flesh. I don't really want to go in the meaty hole. What's over here? Oh. Did I do the right thing? Can I go back? What was that? Oh god damn it, what the hell's going on? Why am I back here?
Like a beetle in an antline's trap, you flail your way deeper. It is gratifying to watch you wriggle your way to your doom. We so rarely have new visitors. Perhaps we won't spatter you across these walls. Perhaps we'll allow you to stay, join the others. It is what you want, is it not?
Interesting. Made it to this room and I'm not going any further. Caught a glimpse of him, a bastard that's been talking in my ear. Was wearing a dark cloak so I couldn't see much more than his figure. Shape of his head wasn't human. Makes sense. Can't stop capitalizing his name. Psychosomatic? Or did he do something to me? No, I won't be able to stay here forever. No, he's waiting for me just a little beyond the door on the other side of this room. Looks like I've got a date with this crevasse. Anything's preferable to what I think he's got in mind for me. If you're reading this, you should probably join me down here. Whatever's ahead won't be pretty. I feel like there would have been something if I... Oh, in the hole. I'm assuming there would have been something if I went in the hole. Never trust the skeleton. You wouldn't even be here had you not been so damn curious. Only caught a letter from a friend and then you woke up here, yeah? Nothing you did. I know better. You searched for the library at home. Actively try to be ensconced by the pool of the black knowledge in forbidden places on the internet. In the dusty cabinets of the world, you were looking for something. We both know why. It was all because of that letter. But it isn't just guilt that moves you. It is it. It's that hungry feeling, that desperate wish to know all there is before the grave wraps its gnarled hands around your legs and pulls. I have to think of this, because Hmm. I didn't grab everything. Though mine has been a lost to the ages, I can sense your heart beating, in fact. Everything in and around the library can. Poor stupid bastard, if you recognize what forces you caught the attention of, I think you'd go to the one before you did. Hmm. The one thing I've thought about with Eldritch Horror and just the beings beyond comprehension is like if an ant was on a circuit board, it's not going to know what that is. But then if you give the ant the knowledge of what the circuit board can do, and then you try to push it to other ants and tries to explain it, the other ant's gonna be like, bro, you're crazy, that's just some weird thing we crawl on. Part of it at least. Huh. He was old as sin, perhaps older and had lived alone for a long time. Over his many years he had accumulated much wealth, knowledge, fond memories, but nothing to stop the onset of time. as he walked the dark halls of his mansion, as he paced in the dark, as he worried away his time in his study. Time continued along, tearing at his flesh, bending his brittle bones. The hands of the clock peeled his organs away from his body, one by one, until his waning strength finally failed him. He was found slumped in his chair, surrounded by the books bearing unidentifiable sigils. In the end, even they had not saved him. In her middle age, she had little to do, and so gained a fascination with the old radio in her attic. It was a relic from her childhood, and it had never worked properly. As she waned into the seclusion of her home, a desire to see it working again overtook her. Her curiosity matching her seclusive nature in equal parts. She plumbed knowledge in the dark recesses of her attic, building capacitors and vacuum tubes, twisting metal and wires. In the end, the radio sang it was more than a radio should have been. Flames spouted from the speakers, from the wires, from the shattered glass tubes. The fire ate up everything it touched. She was reduced to a blackened skeleton. He was only a child, let alone for too long, as children are wont do. He went off into the high, grassy hills above the apartment complex he called home. The tall grass came almost to his chin, tickling his nose when he stepped forward. The freedom normally kept from him was finally his, and it was magical in its way. So deeply enthralled with the hills, the grass, the view of town, was he that he did not think to listen for the rustling of grass. When the snake's fangs sank into his young flesh, they met no resistance. His body was found days later, huddled in a ball. Pepper Dog, welcome in. We are playing a little game called A Place Forbidden. Let me give you a shout out, unless one of my mods can do that. Where is the shout out? There it is. There we go. There's your shout out. Welcome in. How was the game you were playing? Were you playing Frick Bears again, or were you playing something else? I have no idea what this is in front of me. It's so dark here. When adulthood found her, she found herself desiring solitude more and more frequently. Since her youth, her home had sat at the edge of a vast forest. You were hopping around games, was doing some Plants and Zombies, Nuzlocke. Ooh, my friend Tara here is a big Plants vs. Zombies fan. So that's nice. Oh, I hear creepy music. Uh-oh. I warned her against exploring, but on the night of her 30th, she went alone to finally explore it. The woods were equal parts dark and foreboding, with thin, sickly adlers creating an almost fence of wood. As she weaved between them, she arrived at the derelict cabin abandoned for years. Naturally, she entered, curiosity driving her. They said that the marks found on what remained of her body afterwards bore wounds as if made by a bear, though few had seen a corpse so thoroughly savaged by an animal. I'm worried about going into that thing. Uh-oh. Oh, there's trash. It's so dark here I can't even see. Oh, oh, hang on. That's blocked. I can't get out. I can't even see what I'm supposed to do here. Is that even something right there? What is that? Can I, like, get my brightness up? Hope your stream went well, though. I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing here. tablet? Car tablet. Is that the only thing? 16 when he went driving alone for the first time. Family kept him from the world, he said, and it was more than high time that he went and learned about what was out there. It was less than an hour before he was lost. He hadn't received his license yet. After all, and there were so many winding side streets surrounding the small town he called home. It was on a lightless intersection where he met his fate. A pickup hit his sedan without stopping. As his vehicle spun out and rolled into the ditch, the pickup vanished into the night. His head was pulverized by the steering column, turning it to little more than paste. Oof. Are there any other items here besides just the book? Oh, whoa. Hang on. What was that? Did you guys see that for a second? What did I do? Oh. I can't even see this, so dark. I can't tell what it wants me to do. Oh, alright. Well, there we go. Maybe? Interesting. Is there any way for me to raise the brightness in this game? Let me actually look up at the guide to see if the guide says anything. Huh. Huh. Well, the guide I'm looking at only has one ending. I have no idea where I am then. I don't know how to continue here. I see that. There's no way to crouch. There's no way for me to go back. Phases of the moon. I wish I could see the phases of the moon. I can't see anything. I might have to stop this game for now because I can't tell what I'm supposed to do. Oh, I see. Are there more? Because I only got the one. Oh, fire tablet. So there's other tablets, it's just so dark here I can't see. That's kind of bullshit. How am I supposed to know what to do if it's so dark? Okay, now we know what to do, but that's only because I was able to click. Is there really no setting for brightness? Yeah, there is no setting for brightness. It is just this dark. What was my thing again? Oldest sin. Clock. So clock's the oldest. Middle age. Fire. Clock, fire. What's this next one? Snake. Does that work? No? Hmm. Let me try to look this up. I'm trying to think of what are the ages of everybody? Only a child. Child, middle age, old, 16, adult. So child, it's probably an age. So snake, fire, adult, snake, fire, snake, or snake, fire, bear. Child left alone. Interesting. But fire's here, middle age. Some fire's after adult though. Hang on. Oh, we did it finally. Oh my god. The safe contains a lump of blackened flesh. Oh, wonderful. We're gonna eat it? Hard to even be surprised anymore. Dark comes crushing down, swallows you whole, swallows you whole. Oh god, the light so dim one by one.
You piqued our curiosity. We read your book, discovered that for a mortal, you're rather unique. In the same way that a human might consider a primate, you almost remind us of ourselves. Though, of course, we'd never stoop to your level.
Oh. Oh. Well, we got through here, partly. What the hell is that? Books are changing covers. Losing my mind's been a lot less fun. This thing in the safe, you think you're recognizing it? Oh.
Get out! Get out! Can't you find your way out?
I'm trying. Oh my gosh. It's a hand. It's a hand. It's not gonna get me, is it? Uh-oh. I can't go through the door.
You should find your way out soon. You won't want to be there when the light fades in full.
Uh-oh. I don't know what we're doing, chat. Oh! Oh! Oh, did we get 8? Oh, we got 8. Great. Oh! Hey, we fell again. Oh! We're back. It's normal. Hopefully. I don't know, I'm kind of worried. Did we really make it out? Can I be sure? Is there any books to read? No? Is this open? Need to find the right key. This is a freaky game. I feel like there's other endings I need to do now. Where's the key? Is there a key? It says I need to find the right key. Oh. Uh-oh. Go. Oh. Fuck. Nice. This is great.
Oh, good. You're finally here. Certainly kept the suspense going. Stay right there. We shall be with you shortly, and once we're there, we'll turn your form into something more palatable.
No, thank you.
More arms, we think.
Oh! Oh!
More legs. The eyes. Stay right there.
No. No, I'm going. What the backrooms is this? Oh, this thing. Well, isn't this place a wreck? If I lived someplace as disorganized as here, I think I'd just be a matter of time before I swallowed up all the trash. I like the staircases though, they're a nice touch. You're probably wondering what needs to be done here. I think deep down you already know. Since you are so inclined to play dumb, though, I'll give you a hint. It'd be a lot easier to get around here if you could organize everything somehow. Uh-oh. I can't go up. Can I? I cannot. Oh, right, I gotta find objects. Does this open then? Are we good? What if, oh. Probably don't want to fall, do we? What if we just, like, go a different direction? Oh. Don't listen to them if you can help it, and you and me, we're birds of a feather, I can tell. Better to pull the covers over your head and cover your ears in case you hear something you don't wanna. Sit down and let the inevitable wash over you. I to take this fate to turning into one of those husks gives me shivers. But if you're really hell-bent on rappelling into the lion's gullet, and don't say I didn't warn you, I guess, you'll need all the help you can get. Here's what I have to say, listen carefully.
You just find nothing.
1, 2.
Everything is. Can harm. Stop thinking.
Interesting. What are the gross arms? So don't touch stuff. So how long do we gotta wait? What if we fall down the hole in the center here? Oh, I heard a noise. Uh-oh. Oh, a door. Joy of the recluse. Of his 5 fingers, he lost 2. Only 3 remained. Without the first, he would have been an animal. Without the second, he could no longer condemn. And without his final remaining finger, his hand would look like a little strange. Yeah, you little bastard, this is what things look like. Here, anyways, I've spent a lot of time in this hellhole, and I'd be willing to bet if you dug up the floorboards anywhere, this is what you'd find. Eyes, pulsating flesh, red guts, blood. That's what I think. I think this is all there is. A place like this without cease couldn't exist on its own. In empty nothingness. No, if it's going to make up all this space, if it's going to contain so much knowledge, is it so far-fetched that something might have changed its makeup, that it might come alive? Forget it, I can see you already have your own beliefs. Well, maybe you're right, maybe I'm wrong. It doesn't goddamn matter. This room is a trap, must be. Those tables with the notes weren't here until earlier. I can't say when, but I think they came for you. Serves you right. I know your kind. Huh. Interesting. But if it'll help you get the hell out of my room, well, it's a test too. Christ, I can still see your slack-jawed expression. Fine, I will give you not 1 but 2 whole hints. Even a damn fool like you should be able to use them. The librarian would like to give you a hand. The flesh in that safe does not operate like its predecessor. The 3rd. The 4th. The 1st. So did each of these tables have a thing on it? Oh, I see. The 2nd. Okay, I need 1 more then. Oh, there we go, tablet 5. 5th? Alright. It's kind of that low poly grossness that's fun. Or that's that kind of style. Huh. Well, what are the statements? Hang on. Ooh. Joy of the Recluse. Of the 5 figures, he lost 2. 3 remained. So, first, second, hand would look like sausage. Is it in this style? 5, 2, 3, 1. Oh. Interesting. I'm gonna try the door again. Because I have no idea what it wants me to do.
You just...
Okay, so this one sends me here. That one sends me, hello bachelor, welcome in. Oh, you know what, hand, whatever. Oh, it can't get me. Huh. Yeah, it's kind of gross here. Well, they kind of go in their own spot. I can't actually control what way they go in. Oh, you know what? How I just put them there, I'll leave. Maybe that's what it wants me to do. Oh, hey, that kind of worked. Take me back. Oh, okay. If this place were a mind, it would not be pure. The answer to the path ahead is embedded in a column of red flesh. This one? It's locked. Alright, what bullshit do we gotta deal with now? Let's leave. Let's check another room. Okay, I've gone that way. I've gone here. What other weird exits are there that I haven't gone to yet? I've gone there. I've been here. I've listened to all these though. I'm confused. Oh, I completely forgot we have a flashlight. You know, that would have helped me out in that one dark area to remember that we had a flashlight. But the game didn't tell me to use a flashlight, so I forgot. Guess that's on me. Now we should shine the light on stuff when we go through. Oh, book. Oh, here we go. Okay, read again. Column of red flash, got it. Ah, there we go. Oh. Interesting. Everything's normal. Yeah. Here there are cracks, memories of others' misdeeds of evil committed. Recurring themes in each memory. One that is alone, the numbers will open your path back. Oh, the card holder. And we still need more items, damn. Any fake walls? A number in each room is said? What the hell is that supposed to mean? Paper? Book? Here, there are cracks, memories of others. There are recurring themes in each memory, and one that is alone, the numbers will open your path back. These over here, or nowhere else? There's 8 blocks. 8, 4, 3, 1. I'm gonna guess. Oh, you little shit, like you hadn't done enough already, and now I'm trapped here, damn, to repeat this shit like a goddamn tape recorder. If you had an ounce of remorse, you'd dash your brains out on the nearest wall. He was never much good at forming connections with people, and this time wasn't any different. That woman who'd walked into his life spent a night and a half with him and recognized him for what he was, an empty, half-formed piece of sentient scum. Naturally, he took eons more from their brief tryst than she ever intended. Spent days upon days picking their every second together apart. Think about what he could have done differently. Not once did he even consider what he should have known in the first place, that there just wasn't enough to him. He wasn't person enough for himself, let alone another. So, I'm guessing I can go through here? I can. Interesting. That hole's the same. I have one of the objects they want. Were there 4 of those? The door's gone. I should probably keep moving forward. It's such a weird game. Where did it want? Oh, it was the other area that it wanted the object. Where are the other objects though? Whee! Oh, here it is. I knew you'd come very well. I'll speak. He was only as inclined towards solitude. Not that he had any choice in the matter. In fact, if he had, perhaps solitude would not have been his lot. But he was terrible with words. Worse with speaking. It wasn't so much a matter of laughter at his expense, he was merely a curiosity, an ingrown strange thing, vaguely uncomfortable, but otherwise without note. There was one exception to this lonely existence. As he aged, he found himself in the position of an archivist, surrounded only by dust, dead things, dead words. Though he had grown used to the solitude, he hated it with a burning, quiet passion. Thus, when a graduate student about his age came to plumb the dry and dead things, he forced himself to strike up conversation with her. To his delight, she returned his words, and for the first time in ages, he felt his heart beat a little faster. Oh. Huh. I think I can leave this area? I hope. I mean, I have all 3 objects there, and the other things are in the flesh room. Ooh. Ooh. I don't know. There's a book over there. Hang on, let me read that. What is that? Rock. There's a hole. I think we're getting close to the end. Oh yeah, there's only 2 more things left to do. Phone and something else. So we gotta know what. Listen to them if you can help it. You and me were birds of feather. Sit down and let the inevitable wash over to you. Listen carefully.
You just find nothing. Everything is can harm. Stop
everything is...
Can
Well, it can't be can harm. Everything is...
fine. Huge. Stop.
Stop thinking you just...
Stop. Huge. Fine. Nothing. Can harm.
I don't know this one. This is difficult. I'm looking at the hints and the puzzle area doesn't show everything. Just find nothing. Everything is can harm. Stop thinking.
Stop. Can harm. Everything. Fine. You just...
Interesting. Let me go to the other room. I don't know this one. Oh, there's something next to the phone. Oh, here it is. Okay, I know the phone path now. I just need to find the right one the phone's at. This is such an interesting but weird game. Let's see, we have 32415.
Everything is... fine. Nothing.
Alright. 415.
Can harm. You just... stop thinking.
Oh, play dumb all you like. Librarian already knows your body inside and out. He spent all his time searching and eventually found his goal. There are places, even in the digital world, where things not meant for mortal eyes lurk. He caught only the slightest glimpse of one such place, and it was enough. The eyes of the librarian were upon him from that point forward. What happened was destined to happen. And worst of all, he would never find the knowledge he sought. Maybe it's better that way. Okay, one more thing. Oh. All three items are here. Here, maybe? No. Oh, it has to be through that door, still. Let me actually look and see what I haven't looked at yet. I've done the chest one. I've done the phones. It's bright. I can't go there. Oh! I know more than the others, but I won't tell you. He spent too much time alone, thinking, and that accelerated his downfall. A terrible thing befell that woman he claimed to have loved. It consumed him, consumed his every waking moment, whether or not he had been loved back. The depression lost him his job and his home, turning a sad wreck of a human being into a sadder, hollower thing. His focus, his obsession, never strayed. She was gone from his life, and as far as he was concerned, that was all that mattered, even when a family member took him in and shouldered him. He all but ignored them, so entrapped with himself was he. Alright, I think we can leave. Let's get out. Oh. Oh, this is some. What could this be? Well, I suppose we should just do this. He was aware enough to be jealous, though she rebuked his advances. Though she suggested the two of them never see each other again, it was, of course, not enough for him. He would come by daily, nightly. When she locked the door, he would continue to bang on it. When she called the police, he still found ways to watch from afar. Until one night, that is, when he watched an unknown foreign shape enter her abode. Though he could only barely make a silhouette out, he could tell it was a man, and that was enough to send him into a rage. The authorities arrived too late, on scene to save anyone. Though the fire was contained, the victims died of smoke inhalation. Somehow they hadn't been able to open the front door. The screwdriver keeping it jammed is no longer at the scene of the crime, of course. Oh? When I next opened my eyes, I found myself on an empty road in a desolate place. There was a faint ethereal quality to everything. It didn't fill me with confidence. In the back of my head, I felt a thought burn, like a fallen ember from the end of a cigarette. Was I free, or was I still trapped within the library's vast expanse? And how could I tell, even if I arrived home and everything was as it had been? How could I know if the library's voice wouldn't be just on the other side of every door, of every window, forever? I guess it doesn't matter either way. At the end of everything, I never found what I'd come to the library to gain. For the rest of my life, I think I'll find myself wondering just what it was that I missed. Perhaps the failure was a blessing, empty as I find myself left. Perhaps there was something even worse waiting for me if I'd only looked a little deeper. A grave? But I doubt it. Oh. Oh, nice. Fail to find what you seek, acquire ending 1. Oh, nice. They have all the people there, additional assets. Huh. Oh, there's the people. Let me take a screenshot of this. It was an interesting game. I'm gonna have to play the other ending. I don't know if we can do that quick enough. Continue. Where can we continue though? Oh no, it just continues us here? Okay, so we can't. Interesting. Well, that's a place forbidden. We're gonna have to go back. There's a lot. What achievements did I not get? You were meant to fail. Attempt to open the door beyond your reach. Oh, so I need to fail at opening that. You found everything you need to acquire all forbidden knowledge and 2 hidden ones. Okay, I'm sure there was things I forgot to find or didn't find because I didn't go a certain path. Hmm, that was interesting though. I believe we are done then. That was not like a full 3 hour, but that was still something. Who do we have that's live that we can go raid?
I'm happy to be back on stream and stuff. It's just holy crap. It's been so long since I've streamed officially, so like I don't really think a lot of people are gonna show up. Yeah, it's the burnout that
I think I need to find, because I see Feather Sketch Creations, I'm trying to remember where I followed them from. They are live. I haven't rated them yet. Hmm. I might hop over there myself when I'm done. Let me see who else we got though. Rivers Blues on. Reina the Mouse. Blanc Wheat Sauce. Hmm. Jay's on. No, how about I rate the person I have not rated yet? They're doing VR chat, so they're just sitting there talking. Copy paste that. We're gonna start the raid. Feather Sketch Creations yapping on VR chat about life. It seems they have just gone back into streaming too. Let us head over there.
I want to mention I don't want to say too much because again I want to keep things like PG-13 at least on my Twitch and YouTube shit. But again, I don't just loosely give out my NSFW Twitter to anyone because I always try to make sure that people are verified adults. I don't really have that loosely associated on any of my accounts, but I just wanted to like